So my wife is here tonight. By the way, we celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary last July. Thank you. And I knew it was a special anniversary, and I messed up the previous 19, but I wasn't going to mess this one up. So I went to her about a month out, and I asked her, I said, where would you like to celebrate? I know this is special. And I was thinking restaurant. She almost hit me in the head with a brochure, and she says, Hawaii. I said, you know, I'd be just as happy staying home as long as I was near you, Buttercup. She's good. You want to be near me? Get on a plane. I'm going to Hawaii. It was the first time in 10 years my wife and I got away from home alone together without children. So you parents know after 10 years, by the second day in Hawaii, we had no idea how to entertain ourselves. It was the most pathetic display of human behavior I've ever witnessed. Two losers standing in a hotel lobby. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. Want to eat? Yeah, we could eat. That'd be good. You want Mexican? I don't know. You get Mexican in Hawaii? On the third day, we did what came natural to us. We just went to the beach and we started yelling at other people's kids. Yeah, leave your little sister alone. Never mind, who are we? We're the Loser Beach Patrol from Tennessee, man. Well, you got boys, I'll tell you what, you got to get your house set up for that. Hardest part was childproofing our home. I'll tell you what, man, my wife and I, we finally just took a hammer, smashed everything of value to us. Pressure was too much. Had a Hummel? We have 3 boys. We're a praying family, by the way, my wife and I. We believe in the power of prayer. So when we were going to have children, we prayed for patience, tolerance, love, and understanding. 4 virtues we feel are God-given. God has his own way of answering prayers. We didn't get 1 ADHD child, 2, and it looks like we're up to 3 in a row. Found out our oldest, who's 20 years old now, found out he was hyperactive when the kindergarten called to tell us he was hyper. Like we didn't know. Is there a parent of a hyper kid here that gets a call? Your son's hyper. No! He's so calm at home. First day we dropped him off at kindergarten, it was all we could do to keep from laughing. Some perky woman came over. We'll have so much fun. I'm sure you will. We're gonna go pick up an answering machine. We'll see you later. I don't know why, but I felt I'd be screening calls between 8 and 3 for the rest of my life. Principal calls me at home. He goes, your boy won't sit in his chair. He's disrupting the class. We don't know what to do. So, open the back door and let him loose. That's what we do at home. Come back when he's tired. He always does. Check his hair for ticks. He crawls through the shrubbery. Kindergarten, what's he gonna miss? Coloring? He'll catch up. ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I like that. It's polite. 40 years ago when I was bouncing off the grade school walls, they didn't have a name for it, did they? I was OLP. Obnoxious little punk, that's what they call me. Teachers would drag me out in the hall and slam me against lockers. I had one teacher headbutt me. Miss Stokesbury, I'll never forget it. She says, I hate you, bang! She'd shake me, and she was overweight, her cheeks would vibrate like Jell-O. You're hyperactive, all I could focus on was the vibrating cheeks. Laugh at me, you little punk! Stop shaking, Jell-O cheeks. My favorite teacher, Mr. Greganis, this is how he dealt with my hyperactivity problem. Came to me, goes, you know what your problem is? I always love that too when you're 8 or 9 years old. Don't you love it when an adult looks at a 9-year-old boy and goes, you know what your problem is? Just once I want to hear the 9-year-old go, oh, enlighten me. I've been wondering. So he goes, you know what your problem is? You don't know how to focus. He goes, you got to focus. I'm 9 years old going like this. He goes, yeah, just like that. You got to focus. That was our salute for an entire school year. I'd act up in class, he'd go, Jeff. I'd go. And he'd say, that's right. Salute me. You think that's odd, but I'll tell you what, I had 12 years of public school. Couldn't tell you when this country was founded. I need to make a 3-foot putt. They wanted to put my boy on Ritalin. I didn't even know what that was. We go to a psychologist. He spends an hour with him. Said we should put him on Ritalin. I said, what's that? He says it's an amphetamine. Sure. Based on my family's history of alcohol and drug abuse, let's get the kid on the crank as soon as possible. Trust me when I tell you this. If that boy of mine had one chromosome from my side of the family, he'd have been 10 years old going, you know, Dad, I don't think the 5 milligrams are doing it for me anymore. Actually, we go to 10 milligrams, double that script to 60. What do you think about that one day? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Poor kid would be mowing along with scissors at 5 o'clock in the morning. Neighbors would comment, he is an ambitious little one, isn't he? He's cheap to feed, too. He hasn't had a full meal in 3 years. Son, come on in, it's time for your Dorito. We passed on the crank. We tried to do it with a better diet. The problem with our diet at home, my wife didn't believe sugar had any effect on his behavior. Came home with Kool-Aid because it had vitamin C in it. So does Lemon Pledge. Then she bought Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs, there's a way to send your hyper one off to school. 2 or 3 Jethro Bodine bowls full of that rocket fuel. Just lay on the couch and wait for the phone calls to start pouring in. First one will come in from the bus driver. What are you raising, a moth? Just come down here and pick a little ricochet up for us. I got teenagers now. Let me tell you something, too. I believe teenagers are God's revenge on mankind. If God himself said, well, let's see how they like it to create someone of their own image who denies their existence. Because I've looked, nowhere in the Bible does it mention how old the devil was when he rejected God's authority. My guess would be 15. My 15-year-old comes to me about a month ago. This is what he says to me. I need your opinion on this. I said, what is it? That's what he says to me. I don't know if I should get my tongue pierced or not. You don't know? Well, I'm glad you came to me, son. I can help you clear this up pretty quick. Let's just lay your tongue on a table, man. I'll whack it with a hammer. How's that? And when the swelling goes down, if you're still a little foggy, I can hit it again. And I can keep hitting it till some kind of light bulb goes on in that skull of yours, boy. Ever just want to boink your kids right in the eyes? I don't know if I should get my tongue pierced. You don't? Pete, come here. Piercing everything. I'll tell you what, I grew up in America, and I know before the lawyers took over, where if a kid wanted to maim himself, we had a lot of ways of maiming ourselves. Remember BB gun fights? Remember those? What, do you shoot beer cans for about an hour, and one kid goes, you know, we could shoot each other. And everybody in our neighborhood had them CO2 gas-powered pistols. My mother gets me a Daisy 1 pump. Familiar with that? Guys know what I'm talking about. Went about 6 feet with an arc. Hit a sparrow in the head once, didn't even wake the bird up. My buddies had them CO2, those things go through concrete. My Daisy wouldn't penetrate Cool Whip. And my dad calls up, wanted to buy my son a BB gun. That's what he said, can I get you boys BB guns? I said, yeah, and pick his little brother up a set of glass eyes. My son goes, I won't shoot my brother. I said, if you didn't shoot your brother, I'd have you in for a psychiatric evaluation. I shot my sister so many times, she told her husband that her cellulite was BB wounds for me. And he believed her, so who's the moron in this conversation? What you did to your sister's thighs. Ding. It's no secret, man. Your parents pray long and hard that your children drive you insane. My father calls me up. I can get him drums? What do you want to know? Can I get him drums? Yeah, and pick his brothers up a set of bagpipes. That way my wife and I can just river dance our way to the loony bin. My mother doesn't even hide it anymore. I'll call her in the middle of the afternoon. Mom, these kids are driving me nuts. Oh, thank you, Jesus. My dad calls me up late at night just to laugh at me. Tell me again how your boys washed the car with your Armani jacket. That's too bad. Tell me how your boys love hitting rocks with your new set of irons. That's too bad. Because they like the sparks. Tell me how your boys have lost every tool you've ever purchased. You know, son, the doctor just told me 2 more grandkids, I get off of Prozac altogether. He's a sick, warped man. Psychologists say you marry one of your parents.